for technology anymore, developmental technology. They'll maintain the phones, they'll maintain the network, they'll maintain the computer system, the laptops, the PCs, they'll replace them, they'll repair them. But who's determining what the software direction is of a dealership?
Well, I think
nobody in the dealership.
No, there's the question of the dealership. How many dealerships right now have a chief information officer, not a chief technology officer?
None that I've been able to find.
Officer. Yeah. And that chief information officer, so now you get me all excited again, because this is the primary asset of the dealership. We can talk about all the ways they can be killed. We can talk about how they can not innovate and how they can not keep up and how somebody else will come in and eat their lunch, whether it's the likes of an Amazon and Uber. It's some kind of a disruptor or game changer. What's the ultimate value in that dealership now is all of this historical information and context that they have. And the fact of the matter is they just kind of let it languish and sit there. They don't use it. They don't exploit it. And I don't even think they protect it. And I think that's now comes back to the dealer business system suppliers again. They should be sitting in front of those dealers saying, okay, listen, here's how we see the future going. I prototyped a product with a company, I'll just leave it at that did exactly this from the service side. So you could send an entry-level technician into the field. As long as he had connectivity, he was prompted with enough questions that eventually it got right. And I mean, it could be taken care of. The same thing is happening in the medical industry today. I was at the ER the other day, and the doctor said, I said, who's your biggest competition? This is a locked up market. He said, have you met Dr. Google? He said, I have people coming in already telling me what their symptoms are, what they've already diagnosed, why they're not feeling well, and suggesting what medication I should give them a script for. I said, well, that's got to be frustrating. He said, it's not. It helps me funnel down and I can deal with the real problems because somebody's already gone through the effort of doing it. If you continue to ignore it, it's just going to be a case of you have the information, you'll give the information to somebody else. I think I mentioned in the blog article, there's a company in France right now who is pioneering some really interesting AI distillation of data. And they're working with the lift truck market. And they're not doing it to try and sell more lift trucks. They're trying to own the lift truck market by actually reducing the population so that redundant machines don't have to be put in place because they could do predictive analytics and find out when a machine is going to fail. So a number of warehouses and large operations in the US, Canada, Europe, they literally have 6 or 7 machines that they don't require only in the event that one fails because they have to be able to step something in. By being able to do a predictive analytics and find out what your failure rate is, just like you would do a PM on a project,